Okay, what I'm going to do here is show you guys how to create an invoice in QuickBooks. So I've got this, it's the Myra Burton file here, and this one, there's actually going to be two invoices for this. This job was sold for $16,000 and $10,000 of it is financed through Interbank and $6,000 through GE. So this is kind of an odd situation. Typically we'll create one invoice, but in this one we're going to have two. So anyway, when it's time to create an invoice, there's an icon right here that says create invoices. So all you got to do is you click on that, and then this tab here opens up, and now we're ready to create an invoice. So the first thing you want to do is we're going to click up here, and we're going to go to add new, because this is a new customer. If this were an existing customer, we go ahead and find him in here. So anyway, we're going to go to add new, and then this screen here pops up. So what we do is we always do the last name first and the first name. You can just tab through here, again, put in the information. We'll put in the address, find that. Marion Bennett Drive. Las Vegas, Nevada 89106. Alright, then we're going to put in the phone number as well, and that is 702-834-6634. And then we're going to hit OK. Alright. One of the other things we're going to do here is we're going to select the class here. This is Nevada, so we want to put that in. Then over here on the right, we're going to want to put the rep in. This is Joe Altry, and let's see. Let's go over here. Okay, so then the item, this was a Cool Wall sale. So we're going to come in here, and you can see right here there's a product called Cool Wall. There's also Green Energy Barrier, Liquid Stucco, a few other things. So this is Cool Wall. And you're going to say it's a quantity of 1. Okay. And the rate on this one is, this first one is going to be $10,000. Going to hit tab. Okay. Now it's going to try to do tax down here. Let's see here. What we want to do here is go non. We want to select non-tax here, so it doesn't charge any tax. Okay. And because it's going to default to one of these Arizona tax categories down here, which is fine. We just want to make sure that we have this in as a non-taxable item. So the other thing we want to do here, this is going to be the one that's going to Interbank. So we want to put a few notes in here, and we're going to put in here balance financed with Interbank program 84 0. We'll do 0 interest loan for 84 months. Okay, and then this will end up getting faxed into Interbank to get the paperwork going. So then all we're going to do with this for now is we're going to go to save and new, because we're going to create another one. Now it's going to pop up and say, would you like this information to come up the next time? We're going to say no. Typically we'll be doing, you want to hit ignore here as well. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do another new invoice. Now this one is going to be again for Myra Burton, so we're just going to select her. She'll be in here. So there we go. Myra Burton, class is Nevada, and again the item is going to be Cool Wall. It's going to be a quantity of 1. Tab over. The rate on this one is going to be $6,000. Okay. And again, you're going to put in here non-taxable, Rep Joe Altry. And if you have an approval code, you can put that in there as well for any of these where you have an approval code. In fact, on the Interbank one, I do have an approval code. I should go back and put that in, but you'll want to put that in there also on your paperwork. Let's see here. Okay, so then what you'll do is, again, you'll hit save and close, and that'll save that for you. And you'll say no here every time. Again, ignore. Okay, so now your invoices are created. Now you can go in and you can select them and print them and do whatever you want to do. The easiest way to do is just hit create invoices again, and then just hit the back button. Let me get over to the left here. You can toggle back to previous, and that'll bring up the previous invoices for printing. But anyway, that's how you create an invoice. All right. Now the next thing you'd want to do is, if we were receiving a payment, in this case we don't, but I'll quickly kind of walk through how to do that. You would go to receive payments. All right. And let's just say, I'm not going to actually hit the record button on this, but let's say we had she was paying $6,000 for the $6,000 invoice. What I would do then is I would go in here and I would select Burton, and you can see here we've got two amounts down here. So what you would do then is you would come up here and you would say 6,000 as the amount received. The payment method, whatever it is, let's say it was a check. If it's a check, you always want this to go into the Wells Fargo checking account, is where that would go. You can make a memo here, say paid in full, and then you put your check number in here as well. Alright, and one thing you want to make sure is that if you have multiple invoices, you want to make sure this amount is being applied to the correct invoice. So it's defaulting to this one for $6,000, which is correct. If that wasn't correct, then you'd want to, let's say that they were given $6,000 for this other one, you want to mark that, and well, maybe not. All right, never mind. Oh, I see what we'd have to do. We'd have to change this here. What I'd have to do if I want to change it is I'd have to get rid of that and put the $6,000 up here, and then it should work out. And in fact, now it probably automatically checked it. And then what you would do is you would go down to the bottom here and just click save and close, and it'll apply the payment. So that's how that works. Hopefully that'll at least give you guys a good start on how to get in here and create invoices.